In this video, I plan to respond to the allegations made against me, as well as providing context to a lot of the controversies that I was involved in.
Roblox keeps having these stories of child and this is another incident that I found.
These have to be 3 of the most disgusting Roblox YouTubers ever to get exposed on the platform. Koneko Kitten, Ribs, and Notive have surely ended their careers after various accusations came out regarding their shocking behavior. From Notive allegedly and sending inappropriate pictures to minors, to Koneko Kitten asking for inappropriate pics from a minor and then lying about it, and Ribs telling her fans to do unspeakable things to themselves. These Roblox YouTubers have shocked the entire internet.
If I go to my buddy's house and I fire up his Xbox Series X and he has no kids at all, and he has Roblox installed, I'm a question, okay? I'm gonna start checking files on the hard drive. I'm gonna be a little bit worried, I'm not gonna lie.
So let's start with Koneko Kitten, aka Brian Seja, arguably one of the biggest names in the Roblox YouTuber community. Ever since the COVID lockdown when Koneko blew up and got over 50 million views in just 1 month, he has been dominating the Roblox content on YouTube, and he even became one of the most respected creators on the platform. Well, that's until a fellow YouTuber by the name of Narpy came out with some serious allegations against Koneko Kitten. Now, this whole scandal between Koneko and Narpy started way back in 2021 when Koneko uploaded a 58-page Google document basically calling out Narpy for emotional manipulation. According to the 58-page document, the two met in 2019 when Narpy was dating Koneko's friend. Narpy and Koneko's friendship soon ended after it all came out that Narpy was cheating. During all this time, according to Koneko, Narpy was going through some mental struggles and Koneko was there supporting him as a good friend. The two grew closer and closer, but Koneko claimed that because they became so close, he felt forced to be affectionate towards Narpy. Koneko claimed that Narpy started a habit of having explicit convos with people who were 20 and above, and that's because of Narpy's delicate mental state. Koneko went along with the whole thing, and this situation got worse as time went by because Narpy started to threaten and manipulate Koneko to cut off some of his longtime friends. Koneko alleged that he soon realized how unhealthy their relationship was and decided to put his foot down and block Narpy. This allegedly angered Narpy so much that he threatened to expose Koneko for being a terrible friend and even started blaming Koneko for all of the bad things that happened in his life. Also, Narpy allegedly manipulated Koneko into making him apologize for treating him so poorly. Narpy even allegedly threatened to harm himself, and Koneko did it because he was afraid of losing Narpy. However, Koneko decided it was better for his mental health if he stood up for himself and cut off Narpy out of his life completely. Koneko even stated how Narpy demanded inappropriate pics from him. In a section of his document, he wrote, "It's difficult to do the right thing when you are being emotionally manipulated by someone." Let me make it clear, I never manipulated him. I never pushed him to be inappropriate towards me. I never lured him or tried to entice him. He pushed these interactions on me regularly hard, and out of me wanting to satisfy him / make him happy, I did it with him. Because he gaslit me into thinking we were fine and there was nothing wrong, on top of that, the fact that he felt stressed from ongoing drama, it was a way for him to take his mind off of things. It would be one thing if I asked for him to be like this towards me, asked him for favors or anything, but literally never have I done all of that throughout our entire conversations whatsoever. He was extremely demanding throughout and pushed these engagements as far as he could. The only times I went through with these conversations were purely to make him happy.
Soldiers, we've lost a great man today. Okay, I lied. Not today specifically, but recently, okay? And I just found out about this and I'm ridiculously heartbroken. Whenever somebody leaves Roblox, it's generally a thing that I don't really care about, but such an iconic figure left the Roblox community recently, and I haven't seen anybody really point it out.
Loves, according to Koneko, things got so bad that he needed therapy after that. Narpy never even made a response video until now. Almost 2 years on, Narpy decided to finally set the record straight, and what he had to say shocked the entire internet.
The next topic I want to cover in this video is about Koneko Kitten. For those of you who don't know, Koneko is a Roblox YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, and him and I used to be extremely close back in 2019 and 2020. In January of 2021, Koneko published a 55-page document which was extremely damaging.
Narpy's video is damaging, loves. He even has an entire Google Drive link with a lot of incriminating evidence, basically proving that 2 years ago, Koneko lied about everything.
When I would see some of his videos, I always kind of thought he looked a little creepy, but I don't want to judge a book by its cover, you know what I mean? I didn't want to sit there and judge him, but to me, he just looked like a creep, and Now, it turns out he is a goddamn creep.
Now, according to Narpi's side of the story, he was actually the victim. Remember the part when Koneko says Narpi forced him to send inappropriate pics? It turns out that was all a lie. In fact, Koneko was the one asking for the inappropriate pics from Narpi, who was 17 at the time, and he was 20. Y'all, Narpi has receipts for days. The screenshots showed where Koneko was being aggressively inappropriate. Then Koneko deleted the messages he had sent when he was making his 58-page document back in 2021. Narpi even addressed the issue where Koneko forged and manipulated information in his 2021 document to try and make Narpi look like a pedo. In fact, Koneko was the one having inappropriate conversations with Narpi, who was a minor at the time. According to Narpi, this was an attempt from Koneko to damage his reputation and try to make him look like a horrible person. Koneko was apparently trying to make it hard for Narpi to come out and tell his side of the story by basically shaming him so the internet could turn against him and not believe anything he had to say. And I think low-key, Koneko's alleged manipulative tactics might have worked because it took Narpi 2 years to get the courage to share his side of the story.
His document states that he grew uncomfortable with the pace of our friendship and how fast it had moved from casual to sexual. He also stated that he shut it all down in October of 2019. However, this is not true. We continued to be sexual until December of that year, 1 month before I would turn 18.
When Koneko learned that Narpi was planning on exposing him, he took to his Twitter account to say that he did indeed lie about some stuff in his original document about Narpi, and he even admitted to providing some info out of context to make Narpi look bad. But he never once acknowledged asking for inappropriate pics from a minor. After posting this, people started saying how they were disappointed by his actions and calling him out for destroying Narpi's reputation, and this was his reply. I completely understand, and I'm sorry if this is disappointing to hear, but it is the truth and nothing but the truth. I owe him this to be honest and own my BS, because otherwise everything I say is just words. They mean nothing without action.
You cannot be for real. Oh my god, you for real.
By the way, in Koneko's false document about Narpi, he had stated that their relationship was one-sided, but Narpi also cleared the air on the issue, stating that it was in fact mutual.
In the document, Koneko states that our relationship was very one-sided, in the sense that he didn't reciprocate intimately or sexually to me much or at all. I would like to correct this and prove that not only was our relationship not one-sided, but that it was rather mutual, and it had went on for many months.
Both of them were equally involved in the relationship, and that this was just one of Koneko's many lies to try and paint Narpi as the villain. During all this, it also came out that when Koneko's kitten was 20, he was in a relationship with a 16-year-old named Naku. This all happened at the same time that Koneko was having an inappropriate conversation with Narpi, meaning that Koneko was knowingly involved with 2 minors at the same time, even going as far as asking for inappropriate pics and having inappropriate convos with 1 minor, believing that Narpi was cheating on the other minor, Naku.
In 2019, while I was still close with Koneko, I would talk to him about Red, and I had told him the true story about what happened. I also told him that my screenshots with Red had been taken out of context. However, he still felt the need to include this in his document. Unfortunately, this ended up being the most reposted section of his document, and these false groomer and allegations would end up sticking to my name for the years that followed.
Now, when Narpi was preparing to make the video exposing Koneko, he reached out to Koneko and asked him to come out and make a statement recalling accusations he had made in his document back in 2021, calling Narpi a groomer. However, Narpi revealed that Koneko basically just tried to deflect the story, refusing to take accountability for the lies he had made up.
Koneko had made statements and linked threads accusing me of being a and a groomer, and urged people to believe this as fact while providing no evidence for those claims.
Loves, many people who for almost 2 years believed that Narpi was the bad guy were shocked to hear these stories. Koneko, I'm not exactly sure how to feel about this. On the one hand, I'm glad you're owning up to your actions. On the other hand, you've destroyed a lot of Narpi's reputation. I'm truly speechless. I hope both of you get the help you need, and I hope Narpi heals as much as they can. You ruined his reputation and lied and manipulated your way in this entire situation. You're a horrible person. Please stay off the internet indefinitely. You're disgusting. I thought you were cool, unlike most people, but you turned out to be one of those people. You are not to be forgiven by me and other people. You even exposed them. You even said you hated them, but you turned into one. Sick.
As mentioned, we stopped right before I turned 18, and this took a big toll on me, because I thought that I would be with him after I turned 18, when in reality, that was not the case, and he became distant from me.
Loves, as things stand now, Koneko Kitten has come out and said that he has quit YouTube YouTube and Roblox forever, and he has even completely deleted his YouTube account. Also, Neku, the other minor Koneko had a relationship with, even came out and said that they will soon come out and share their side of the story, so this drama is definitely far from over. But Koneko's drama isn't as extreme as this next Roblox YouTuber. So, Ribs is a popular Roblox animator who is renowned for her Roblox animation videos, which earned her over 600,000 subs on YouTube. However, she quickly became one of the most problematic Roblox YouTubers with her seemingly never-ending scandals. From sending threats to her own followers to allegedly knowingly having an inappropriate with a minor who is just 15 years old, this has to be one of the biggest Roblox grooming scandals of the year. Now, Ribs began her career in 2020 during the COVID lockdown period when everyone was online since they couldn't leave their houses. Ribs soon became popular on the platform, and she even started a popular series called Noobs in Roblox that got her a ton of views. But one day, seemingly out of nowhere, she stopped uploading videos. She went absolutely silent on all platforms. Nobody really knew what happened. Then in April of this year, she updated the description in the bio of her Discord to this: I barely talk to people, yet alone see people's faces. I don't talk to my family, friends, or elite because why should I if they're the reason I feel too terrible to finish high school? I never got a star code, never got recognition. People were always jealous of me instead of supportive. I didn't get anything but money. I don't have any connections. I don't have anyone to look up to, no one to turn to. No one. Ha 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 ha. No more ambitions or plans. Apparently my talent is not enough for anyone. Now, this mysterious post left people very puzzled since no one understood it. It just seemed out of place. Then a few days later, she followed up with a shocking comment where she told her fans to go and die. Then she proceeded to say how she hated everyone. This was really shocking to people because it became very clear that Ribs was clearly going through something because nobody tells their followers such things like this just randomly. Naturally, people began showing concern for her in the comments, and just look at what this concerned person commented. May just be a random dude to you that you could not see, hear, or care about, but I seriously hope you find your way out through what you are going through. I have watched so many of your videos and they are entertaining. You're a good content creator that deserves more in life. Your real fans and community cares. Ignore the people who are assuming, ignorant, and the people who intend to troll you. Unfortunately, there are always people that are gonna do that. Do not let them get the best of you. I may not know what you are personally going through, but I know you will find a way out of this and see this as just a small amount of time in your life. However, Ribs wasn't receptive to any of it. In fact, she continued being rude to them.
This guy's no. Look, you are asking me why I'm shouting loud. I'm telling you, cause I'm angry. Do you know what anger is? It's an emotion people feel when they're pissed off by annoying kids like that.
After this, a section of people began to think that she was hacked because it was not normal for her to act like this. So they began telling other followers of Ribs to ignore her messages because she was probably hacked. But Ribs came out and said that she wasn't hacked. In fact, this seemed to enrage her even more because she went on a serious rant where she began to tell people to die. And she continued saying how much she hated YouTube. Soon, this news started spreading online and other people started covering this news, and the general consensus amongst YouTubers and fans was that Ribs was going through depression. Things got worse for Ribs when on June 24th, 2023, a YouTuber known as The Mism published a video titled The Full Ribs Roblox Call. In the video, Ribs stated that she sent death threats to her fan base out of anger and didn't technically mean it, but she doesn't care, nor does she wish to apologize or delete the community posts.
Because you are a kid. I think you should.
Having a civil conversation with you. I'm just asking questions.
No, you're not. You're being tone deaf. Are you listening? Hello?
I am.
After that, Ribs decided to come out and say she wasn't depressed. She proceeded to say that the people calling her depressed were actually wrong and they should stop spreading rumors about her. She wrote all those things because she felt like it. This made people really angry because they were trying to show support for her and she was just constantly being rude and disrespectful. After all this drama had seemingly ended, Ribs just deleted her entire YouTube channel. Most people assumed it was because of her mental health and that she didn't want to do YouTube anymore, but they were soon shocked to realize the real reason she did this. So One day, Ribs got exposed on Twitter for having relations with a 15-year-old, and attached to the tweet was proof that Ribs knew that the minor was 15 years old. The Twitter post read, "Breaking. Former Roblox animation YouTuber Ribs allegedly groomed and sent explicit images to a 15-year-old boy at 19 years old. Loves, the evidence against Ribs was shocking. In the document, it showed that Ribs allegedly engaged inappropriately with a minor aged 15 at the time when she was 19 years old. The minor was a fan of Ribs and he had a crush on her. The two communicated with each other via Discord and they had a ton of conversations which appeared to be over a period of months. Ribs and the minor were flirting and sending inappropriate texts and images. The screenshots proved that Ribs knew that her fan was a minor and allegedly she loved the fact that an obsessed fan had a crush on her."
I'm a kid because I'm saying what you have done. What you've actually relayed.
You're being annoying! Oh my god! I got this guy! No! You!
Y'all, after their relationship ended, the minor contacted Ribs and attempted to call her out for grooming them, but instead, Ribs would try and avoid full accountability. Ribs claimed that she was sorry not because she did something wrong, but because of her own feelings, as opposed to how she hurt the victim. This showed that she didn't really care about how she may have caused immense harm to the minor, but instead, she only cared about her own feelings of guilt and shame.
I'm extremely disgusted at what I just found in the Roblox community. I started off in a roleplay server that was accessible from the main Roblox application. Didn't say anything about an age restriction. After joining that roleplay server, I received a direct message that told me to join this chat application. They say they do not allow anyone under the age of 18 to be in the server. The main Roblox application doesn't allow you to speak this way, but when you join these private communities, you can see horrible things like this.
You guys, when this news broke, people who were already angry at Ribs for the way she acted before she deleted her channel got even angrier. But hold on, loves, because this Roblox YouTuber did something more insanely wild and creepy than Ribs. Loves, meet Notive, a huge Roblox YouTuber who was well known for his entertaining Roblox content. Notive became a well-known creator on the platform, and it came as a shock to people when in 2022 he announced he would be taking a break to focus on his mental health. All seemed to be well and good until one day his ex popped up and exposed him for having an NSFW addiction. This news almost brought the Roblox community to a halt. To make the situation worse, his ex also revealed that Notive had an R34 Roblox account. The R34 account was under the name Exovasi. Native appeared to be scarred by his ex exposing him because he hid away so people couldn't confront him. But he soon reappeared when it seemed like he would lose his account.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I love talking to minors. Put me in jail, I do not care. There's just something about—
Now, of course, he had to do damage control by issuing an apology, and Notive said that indeed he had an R34 account, but he was also dealing with an addiction, hence why he had an R34 account. He also said he was sorry for being a hypocrite because he had publicly said he was against R34 accounts, saying they were a menace. He even apologized to his young audience for not setting a proper example for them. He had uploaded a link to his apology and then randomly deleted it one day. The situation seemed to be over, but it soon got extremely worse when a 53-page document started trending online. Loves, according to the document, Notive's R34 problem was insanely worse than people initially thought. Turns out Notive was involved in all sorts of NSFW behavior. Notive allegedly had a second R34. In the document, Notive was exposed for sending NSFW content to a minor he clearly knew was 15 years old. During this time, Notive himself was around 19 years. It came out that Notive had only known the 15-year-old minor for about 3 weeks before he began sending inappropriate stuff to him. Now, to make the matter even worse, it was also revealed that Notive had a second R34 account called FatCode before his ex called him out for his first R34 account. What seems suspicious is that FatCode account got deleted around the same time his ex exposed him. By the way, people around Notive were aware of his R34 addiction, and one day one of his friends became concerned because Notive was increasingly sending messages to a minor on Twitter using his private account. Notive's friend was unaware that Notive was talking to a minor and inquired about his relationship, but Notive said there was nothing wrong happening because he had done research, ensuring that he wouldn't get into any trouble for doing something illegal, seemingly implying that he knew he would get into trouble for being involved with a minor. Y'all, the drama got messier when screenshots showed how Notive groomed and manipulated the 15-year-old minor. So, allegedly, Notive was nice and sweet until the minor turned 16, and then Notive became aggressive and started asking for more and more NSFW NSFW stuff from the minor. Notive would allegedly manipulate the minor and force him into showing his body on video calls. By the way, one time Notive attempted to meet up with the minor in person, but the minor didn't show up, and this made Notive extremely angry, and he started becoming passive-aggressive towards him. And guys, Notive's passive-aggressive behavior didn't stop there. When Notive learned that the minor was getting close to another person, he allegedly got extremely manipulative and more passive-aggressive. Now, soon after this, Notive and the minor appeared to break up, and that's when Notive switched his attention to one of his friends. Allegedly, Notive had viewed this friend as a potential love interest, but Notive's friend was in a relationship. When that relationship ended, Notive allegedly began making a move on his friend, but his friend wasn't interested. Notive seemed this as a challenge because he began love bombing his friend and buying all sorts of gifts and stuff. But when he was rejected again, he became increasingly frustrated. Loves, when this document exposing Notive got out, people freaked out. Just look at some of their reactions. I've been following Notive's content for over 4 years, and knowing he did this makes me want to cry. He is such a talented artist, yet he had to go down this path. I can't with Roblox anymore. The community is pure doggish now. It's a shell of its former self. This is ridiculous. Game developers get exposed left and right as pedos on this platform now, and yet Notive is the last person I would have expected to be exposed for. As someone who is a big fan of Notive, I can confirm I am absolutely heartbroken, bleeding on the inside, and have no will to live, realizing that such a talent has been wasted. It's insane that almost every Roblox YouTuber becomes a criminal in seconds. I feel absolutely disgusted because of him, but also myself. I loved his content for a very long time, and it gave me a smile on my face every day. But now he doesn't anymore. Loves, this Notive drama especially seems to have rocked the whole Roblox community, with parents seemingly getting worried for their kids' safety on the platform. What do you guys think about these Roblox YouTubers who have been exposed? Is it enough to just call them out for their actions? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, bye loves!